I'm not sure if we're live. Yes, I think we're live. Can someone check?
So, I think we are live.
Okay. Okay. So, hey everyone, I'm Katerina. I'm the SCOME director, and we're here on the March meeting 19 SCOME Sessions Preparation webinar. I invited some of the session team members and IT members to join today, and so we can introduce to you what we've planned for the SCOME sessions, but not only that, for you also to join us and give your ideas, give your input, and so that we all together make the best SCOME sessions yet. So I'll start by introducing Nikolai.
Hi everybody, welcome to the SCOME sessions for March meeting 2019. So I'm Nikolai Nunes from Jamsa, Jamaica. I'm actually from Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm a fourth-year medical student at the University of the West Indies Mona campus in Jamaica. And I attended my first General Assembly in August meeting 2018 in Montreal, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, Nikolai. Matilda, you want to go next?
Hi everyone, I'm Matilda, the IFMSA SCOME Development Assistant, and I've been bugging you around with teammates and stuff like that. But I hope you'll come with new ideas and very excited in Slovenia, because it's about love. And yeah, just stay tuned.
Okay, Madhu?
Hello, everyone. My name is Marwan, but everyone calls me Maru for some reason I don't know. I'm from Morocco. I'm a final year medical student from Casablanca, and this is going to be my fourth GA, and I'm really, really excited to meet all of you again, as the level of excitement is still as the first time. So I can't wait to meet you all there.
And last but not least present, Obada? Obada, are you still with us, or have you gave up already? Okay, Obada is experiencing some technical difficulties.
No. Hello.
Okay. Oh, yes.
So hello everyone. I am Obada. I'm from Jordan, as you can see. This is I already graduated 8 months ago, so I'm the old grandpa here. This is like the third GA I will be attending. My first international meeting was in the EMR field in Jordan back in days. So hope to see you all, and waiting you for March meetings with you.
Thank you, Obada. Obada will be sharing the screen with us, and we will introduce the rest of the sessions team. We have also Mindaugas, the SCOME Regional Assistant for Europe. He's from Lithuania. And we have the SCOME Regional Assistant for Africa, Ala, who is from Sudan. Our amazing liaison officer for medical education issues will also be present in Slovenia, as well as the program coordinators, both Maria from Russia and Ahmed from Egypt. Joining us as well are Eve from Belgium. She will be session team member, and Mohammed from Sudan, who is the support person for these SCOME sessions, and will assure that all the logistics and all the flip charts and all the materials that we need are going to be in place. You can see our poster here, and if you have any other questions or you want to know more about us, you can either ask us or you can read something that Maru will start by introducing right now.
Yes, which is this SCOME Sessions Survival Kit for the March meeting. And we tried to bring a different twist this time for this survival kit to make it more practical and more useful for all the participants in the SCOME sessions. So as you have noticed, we have for each day an overview for the sessions and how to be prepared for them and what would be the outcomes that you would be expecting to learn and to take away messages for you to be using in your NMOs. But also it's a fun way to interact and to get introduced to the SCOME Sessions team. We try to put some a challenge for you, like to get to know the Sessions team on deciding which quote belongs to each Sessions team as a member, as well as on the bottom of each page, like you would find some challenges as well that you can, for example, solve in the March meeting, and we would like let the mystery continue to the March meeting so we can solve them together. Yes, so it has a different practical information that you would need. It's very concise, it's very easy to read, and there's also like at the end of the document you would find also the SCOME Sessions Team Participant Starter Pack, which is everything that you would need to bring so you can make and benefit the most from our sessions in the March meeting. And if you have any other questions, if you have any other clarifications that you would need to get know more the sessions beforehand, don't hesitate to ask any of the sessions team members beforehand. We would be happy to answer them all. And we would go for example, so we can get to know the sessions more. We can go, for example, through the day one. And it's more of a medical education system centered topic day. We try to decide to introduce you to one of our main topics, which is the medical education system and a meaningful students' involvement in developing and creating an impact on that medical education system. And on this session, you would on this day you would know how to know the structure of a medical education system and how not only how to get involved, but also how to be very impactful as medical students. Yes, and that's it for the first day, and we would move to the second day, which would be presented by Obada.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm sorry for technicalities. I have to unmute myself. Getting back to the second day, as you all will be so much excited about the second day because we will have the NMO Poster Fair, which is something everyone awaiting and would love to share all the activities that we have been working all the year between the G8s and so show their passions. And it's going to be according to the programs, and one of the two most programs that we are more keen on would be the medical education systems and teaching medical skills. Our next topic would be parallel sessions in both activity management and development, which is something much needed and much useful every time in the GA, and more related also to the topics that we will be targeting in the IFMSA programs, which will be the third session of the day 2, where our program coordinators, Ahmed and Maria, will be present there, and they are going to take you over the ride, how to work on programs, what are the programs that you're having, how you can ensure enrollment, benefits of that reporting, and get that recognition that everyone seeks in the IFMSA. Hopefully this will be your fun day. Moving on with the agenda and more exciting for the day 3. With Matilda.
Sorry. Okay. So day 3 will be more technical and more administrative centered. So you can also take a peek at what is behind all of this, our activities that we do. So we will discuss about the new SCOME CB regulations, which will become a cornerstone for the SCOME workshops with new approaches to organize it and to prepare future trainers. And this document will be shared with you soon. And moreover, the best document that you can use to prepare yourselves to inform about what will happen during the SCOME sessions, to get to know us a little bit. The Bible is the survival kit, which was already shared with you. So please read it for as many times you need. And last but not least, ask as many questions as possible and use your body groups wisely. So speaking of our work, what would you like to be discussed in a session about this SCOME IT work? While you are thinking about that, we are moving forward to day 4.
Hey guys, so day 4, advocacy. So on day 4, we're going to have a couple sessions, parallel sessions on advocacy, Advocacy 101, and then level up to Advocacy 2.0 if you feel that's more your speed. And we're also going to have the external time session where we'll have our liaison officer for medical education, Katerina, and she's going to talk to us about external representation, or XREP. And you don't want to miss this session at all, because this is how our work is translated to our external partners in terms of collaboration. And in terms of advocacy, we're going to look at how we can develop your advocacy skills. And also we're going to look at how we can put together an advocacy plan or advocacy campaign. So that's really how day 4 is going to run. And our question for you is, how would you use advocacy in your own NMO? So day 5.
I think Nikolai. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Right. And so I'll also tell you a bit about day 5 as well. So day 5 is all about looking at our programs in terms of the IFMSA global priorities. And for us, that has to do with the global health workforce and social accountabilities. Now, we're not going to neglect the overarching concepts. Those are definitely going to be involved. And so what you need to know for this session is that we have the IFMSA strategy 2017-2021, and we've aligned our internal work externally as well. So our 2 major global priorities for SCOME deals with, 1, social accountability, and that's really about how our medical schools, our health profession schools engage in the education, research, and service to address the priority health needs of the communities that we serve, as well as the global health workforce, which is a part of our health systems, and how we can link the 2. So our question to you, therefore, is tell us how your country assures an equitable workforce for all healthcare professionals. Thank you.
Okay, I'm back again. So moving on to something really everyone is important, and everyone is where we can mix the diversity of all the regions, which is the regional sessions. The regional sessions, Africa, America, Asia, Pacific, EMR, and Europe, it will take place on the first day, and on the 4th day. On the first day, it will be for EMR and Asia Pacific regional sessions. For day 4, it's going to be for Africa, Americas, and Europe. And what you can expect from these regional sessions is all the work that has been done by your regional team is going to be presented in the regional sessions, along with more talk and small working groups on the needs of the region and how you can develop the region within your NMOs more fruitfully. But the most important part is the SCOME regional sessions, because each region is going to have its own SCOME session. And your wonderful RAs, the regional assistants, and they are going to present all the topics for the presentation with your respected national officers, and also you can check that in the certificate as well. So be ready for that, and moving on.
Yes, thank you, Abada. Yeah, what's new this time with the SCOME sessions or the March meeting in general, which was we have introduced new ideas in order to engage more members in participating in the SCOME sessions and providing more of an outcome-oriented work rather than just a learning experience. For example, we have introduced a new format, which is the small working groups. It is an outcome-oriented session where many participants would gather from different sessions and different standing committees. So they can work on a plan regarding a specific topic. For example, we have a joint small working group with SCOF about public health in the medical curriculum, and SCORI, for example, about how to design a research educational activity. And this would happen on day 2. For the third day, we would have also the joint session, which are the joint sessions that would be with different standing committees. For example, we have a joint session with SCOPE regarding socially accountable exchanges. We have also a joint session with SCOF, which is about burnout for medical students, as well as another joint session with SCORA and SCORE regarding discrimination in healthcare. It would be also very interesting for you to attend the one of its kind in our IFMSA General Assemblies, which is the IFMSA Global Priorities event, which is an event that would create a debate space, but also an interesting way to view the global priorities in our federation, and not only how to see the global impact that IFMSA creates, but also where we can take that global impact on a local level, and to create a very practical and a very simulating way in order to be the stakeholders that would implement change in these global priorities topics. And the most related global priorities topics that we would tackle in this event would be what if social accountability is the answer to the global health workforce crisis, but there are also like some other global priorities and some debate sessions that you would be also interested on, and you can check them on our survival kit. Last but not least, we have also the buddies time, which is also we have set a buddy system with our participants, and we would be in contact with them very soon, all the sessions team, as well as we would be discussing with them throughout all the sessions problematic since the day 1, and we would solve this problematic and present solutions by the end of the day, by the end of the sessions, so we can have a very outcome-oriented time with our participants and help them develop plans that they would implement in their NMOs. And that's it from my side. Moving on to Matilda.
Hello again. So now that I and my colleagues went briefly through the agenda, we also have some expectations from you to be actively part of our sessions. So the most important thing is to be present, take part in discussions, in activities, enjoy, laugh, don't be ashamed if you said a bad joke. I always say bad jokes. At the same time, to respect the working hours. In the evening, you can do whatever, but the working hours are really important so you can have a productive day. Make friends, talk to the other participants, be an active listener, participate. And for example, we know that NFDPs are hard, they are not for newbies. So we'll understand if you'll miss the next morning sessions, but don't make a habit out of this. And don't be anxious if it's your first GA, or don't act brave if it's your seventh. The most important thing is to just be sincere, be active, come up with ideas, and keep up the enthusiasm and hard work. And maybe for the next GA, you'll be part of the session team as well. And I'll remind you again that the survival kit and the SCOME CB regulations are your Bibles these days. So just read them and you'll ace in medical education. And feel Slovenia.
So, yeah, thank you, Matilda. Thank you all for introducing the agenda and asking some questions that hopefully sparked some ideas in the people that are watching our webinar. We have had a question just at the beginning. Saksham and sorry if I'm saying your name wrongly. If I am, please correct me when we meet, hopefully in Slovenia. We have asked you to prepare posters and or design. We will give you some time during the sessions and give you flip charts and markers. However, if you can prepare them beforehand, I would appreciate it, because it will less of the time to prepare the animals poster, as most of the animals will want to present their own activity. So, is there any other question? Any other comment? Please write on the comment section. If not, maybe I think the rest of us can also share some expectations while we wait to see if there's other comments, and we can share expectations. I think that you've probably noticed how it's Maru's fourth GA. It's my fourth GA, I think. It's my fifth. Thank you, Maru. It is Nikolai's second. I think that you and Matilda as well. Awada, is it? What's the number of GAs you have been part of?
It's the third GA.
The third GA. So I think you can see that we have we've been part of different IFMSA meetings, and we're still motivated. So we hope that whatever is your experience level, you will also be motivated and enjoy being part of this group of people. Nikolai, you want to share some expectations about this GA?
Sure. So expectations, really, we expect you to have a really good time, because it's going to be awesome. That's the first thing. So speaking as somebody coming into my second GA, the SCOME sessions were amazing last time. The feeling of camaraderie you get of working with like-minded people from across the entire globe is just something that's just really precious, and it's not something you get to experience very often. I would say that if you want to do some homework, or if you feel as though you want to be a little prepared, we have put you in the survival kit. You'll see the outlines of the various sessions that we're going to have, as well as some questions that you might want to think about. And therefore, it'd be really easy for you to go and do a bit of research beforehand on the particular topics of the sessions, or topics that really interest you, because we don't entirely just want to come and teach or train, but we want to be interactive, we want to be participatory. And so there's a lot of room for debate, there's a lot of room for discussion, and that's really going to be the best part, the sharing of ideas. So it's not that hard, but it would help if you are so inclined. So definitely, and looking forward to seeing everybody there.
Okay, And because the Moroccan delegate has just presented, we may also give the spotlight to our Moroccan session team member to tell us his expectations about these SCOME sessions.
Thank you. Well, as I will emphasize on one thing Nikolai has said, which is sharing ideas. And I really expect, I'm looking forward to not only meeting all the participants, but also to learn from them, because it's from the ideas that they bring from the different parts of the globe. They teach us also like about new perspectives and new ideas and new different viewpoints that we do not, for example, or do not expect to see, and they just broaden our horizons and give us new ideas and new perspectives to serve the Federation. But yeah, and it's also a fun experience to share with members and to get to know other cultures, get to know other people as well, and to learn from them, not just on a professional level, but also on how they deal with their lives as medical students. And it is something very interesting to make friends all over the globe. So I'm very looking forward to all the friendships that I'm going to make.
Vada, you also want to share something?
Yes, it's something that happened to me personally when I started coming to these GAs and functions. Like from the level where you see all these topics or these approaches of SCOME sessions, and you wonder like, is this like the SCOME work that we are really hoping for? So make sure that you always have your notebook. I know it might be like an old-fashioned, but notebook, iPad or anything, so you can take as much of that knowledge and information. And one other recommendation is have also memory on your phones for recording, for taking pictures, and as Maru said, making new friends. So I'm expecting you to take pictures with all the session team, and especially Maru, because you love to slay. And that's it. I'm waiting for you.
Okay, and as we don't have any further questions, I would welcome you all to read the survival kit. As Saksham has mentioned, we went through the trouble of sharing some ideas on how you can prepare for each day and what we expect you to take from each day. Because I think the idea of the SCOME sessions is it is a place where you make friends and you make wonderful memories, where we put on flip charts all over the walls. But we don't want those flip charts to be stuck into a corner once we're done. We want you to take those ideas and that inspiration, those discussions back home and actually implement them, whether it is in your medical school, your local committee, or your national member organization. So that's what we want you to do, and that's why we're having this webinar, is for you to be motivated and for you to know what to expect and what you're going to take and what are your goals for these SCOME sessions. We will be sharing soon the SCOME capacity building regulations that Matilda mentioned for the SCOME plenary. This is a time where you will be able to vote on how we're going to proceed with the workshops that you probably already heard about, the Training Medical Education Trainers workshop, TMET, and the Advocacy in Medical Education Training workshop. So we will introduce this new document, and for the NMOs that have filled out the SCOME part of the NMO report, you will be able to take a vote on these regulations and actually contribute to defining the next step for SCOME when it comes to capacity building. So I hope that also gives you a sense of responsibility towards the work of the international team, because as we said in our first email, and please, Maru, Matilda, or Obada, correct me if I'm wrong, because I always get this message wrong, but I find it very true. We are here for you, and we hope that you are here with us. Yeah, I did it. Yay!
Almost.
Okay, almost. Thank you. And I think as we don't have any other comments, we can wrap up the sessions. If you have any further comments, you can just write them or comment on the Facebook, the SCOME Facebook group, or just send us an email. And I think that's it for today. And I hope you enjoyed this time with us. So yeah, I think we can all just say bye and leave
Bye,
here.
guys.
Bye.
See you in Slovenia.
Bye.